All right. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Um, Awesome to hear from you. And
Yeah.
uh, I sort of was listening to your song on repeat for a little bit, just so I can get inside of you. Um, that is the way your art is ridiculous. It's on another level. I expected something completely else,
Mhm.
um, and I received something completely more than I expected. Um, Everything you do is artistic. These are my notes right here. You have a great look. Um, it's super artistic, creative, very thoughtful. Like every detail seems covered. Um, Talk me through your creative process.
Oh gosh, it's different every time. So I'm assuming you heard everything on my Spotify.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so it's literally been different for every song. I guess I had planned to go in the studio. We were literally doing a song from scratch, which I don't normally do. And it just so happened that my boyfriend at the time broke up with me the day before I got in the studio.
Okay, that does it.
Oh, yeah, so that definitely motivated a really good song, and of course, breakups literally make the best songs, unfortunately, but, and then Mama Don't Cry, that was completely different. I actually kind of learned, like, a tiny, tiny bit of piano. I kind of, like, taught myself a little bit throughout high school, and so, that one I had just kind of come up with a couple chords and stared at a piece of paper, after the Las Vegas shooting, and,
Okay, that's what I thought it was. I was
yeah,
just making sure.
yeah, it was the Route 91 shooting, and my family friend had recently passed away, so that kind of motivated that song, just seeing what her parents were going through, and then, Revive, that was actually when I was in my rock band, like, way, way back. I had a song, Flatline, and then Revive was kind of like the follow-up song. Flatline, it's hard to like give the context of Revive without Flatline, but basically what I was going through when I was 19 kind of just felt like the end of the world. I mean, everything kind of feels like the end of the world at that age. But Revive, it was a Christian rock band, so that was kind of like my praise song. Like you restore who I am, and you relight the fire in me. Oh my gosh. I think I have cat hair in my eye. Anyway, so that was that one. That was more of the band thing, so it was definitely a way different creative process. But then Monsters Under My Bed, I've gotten into this habit of just going on YouTube and finding something that sounds cool, instrumentally, and then kind of writing to that. But I did have a concept in mind because of my best friend. She was going through a divorce and like just didn't want to deal with it. um, she was talking about, I just want to run away. And at the time, I was in debate over breaking up with my boyfriend. And so, like, that struggle of, like, I don't know what to do. Like, we had been together for 3 years. So it was like, it was, not an easy decision. So I ended up just sitting down and it came out. Sometimes it's really hard to write a song, and then sometimes it just comes
Just
very
flows.
naturally. But yeah, and then Thrasher, who produced it, just redid the instrumental completely. Um, and it just grew from there. It was actually originally like a super, super mellow, very like eerie song, and we turned it into like this huge production, which
Did
is
you guys have a big budget on either one of these for the
um
video?
so I have to front everything right now. Money wise, we got a discount because my manager is good friends with Thrasher. So this song I spent 3,000 on production, and then like we did PR and stuff this time, which I hadn't done before, in music video. So I spent I think around $5,500.
And see, listen, your $5,500 is better than a lot of these people's hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Is what I noticed. Like when I it like all right, Mama Don't Cry, that video when I watched it was amazing. It
Yeah,
was
that one was super easy too. It was really, really low key, which was awesome.
in your artist, whoever was in charge of the film and what you're looking at and the little nuances, like you it's a scan and you see a gentleman in his suit, his outfit, his a police officer who died,
Yeah.
and the ambiance of just walking slow. It was very, very, very fucking creative.
It was he's
Really.
I can't even tell you how freaking talented this guy is. His name is Joey Catches, and his business is Storylit Films. But this is the second time I've worked with him. So Mama Don't Cry was the first time. I used to work with his older brother, so that's how I knew of him. But he literally, I don't know how he does it, and it's so rare to find talent like this. But he literally took the vision that I had in my head and put it on camera, like to a T, like everything that I pictured and wanted. So I will definitely be using him from now on because he has this way of storytelling that's absolutely incredible.
And then also with your voice, you seem like a pro. Um, I love music and I've been around it, for a long time.
Mhm.
And uh, for the quality you're putting out, I'm sure it's bound to happen. Whatever your dream might or might not be, or you might be living your dream right now.
Mhm.
But I think that you're very, very special.
Thank you.
How
Appreciate it.
did you start? What was the beginning like? What was the beginning for you? Like, all right, no more. This is the path I'm walking down. F everything else.
So, first started writing when I was 10. And I dove super deep into that. I mean, I was in school, so like that was my hobby, was just writing songs. And then I think it was around middle school. I got a call from some family friends that had a little rock band. We actually started out as a worship band at our church, and
I did the same thing, just on some
it's a perfect
weird
fit.
kismet shit. I was in a worship band,
Mhm.
um, and I'm the same way. I was bass player, shitty bass player at that. Didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Always messing up.
Funny. Yeah, I don't know, worship. I mean, it was a good in. You
Hmm.
start to learn. It's a really good experience, especially leading people. Like you are in charge of leading people and like getting people involved, which is a huge, huge thing for performance. But so I started doing that. I don't think we started taking it seriously until I was in high school, like maybe my sophomore year, I want to say. So we were like, okay, this is it. Like this is what we want to do. We've gotten really good. We've got these freaking fire songs. So we did an EP with this guy Brian Grider down in LA, and it was so good. And then we wanted different things, so we ended up splitting. They wanted to continue doing Christian music, and it just wasn't where I wanted to go at the time. I felt like, I mean, it's hard. The Christian music industry is so hard. It's way more competitive than people think, and I feel like they're also a little bit behind in what's popular.
Hmm.
Kind of fallen off a little bit. Um, so the manager, once they wanted to go more of the Christian route, was like, well, I don't really have, the means to get you guys contacts because I don't really do the Christian industry. So he ended up taking me solo. And that's when I really started taking it serious. Was like, okay, this is what I want. I recorded with Earl Cohen out in New York, which was absolutely insane to work with him. He did Lady Gaga's Fame album, so that was cool. And so I that was basically the start of me taking it seriously as a solo artist. I did take a very long break. um, I am not sure why. I think I was just really unmotivated, which happens quite often because it can be, difficult in this music industry to keep going. But yeah, I would say that probably when I started going solo and had my manager kind of getting me connections and stuff was when I started taking it super serious.
Nice. What relit your fire?
That's a good question. I think it was just me getting over a past relationship and hardship that I had in my life. when I did my very first single solo, I was not in a great place mentally. I had just gotten broken up with a guy that like it was just freaking it was a mess for 3 years. um, and so I was super depressed, and I think that had a big, big part in me like not wanting to continue music. I don't I can't say really what relit my fire, but Chad was always calling me, my manager was always calling me like, "No, we need to do this. We need to do this." And I will say I think that he's had a really huge part in me continuing because he's like the one constant, like other than my family, who's like really believed in me and pushed me farther than I thought I could go. So I guess I would say probably my manager.
Yeah, nice. In this past year, how was it hard for you to, because we're, both of us are in California,
Mhm.
and our guy up there doesn't want nothing open. Was it hard for you um, to get this together and to write a song? Like, and how do you write? Like, do you write the song, or you write with other musicians, or what is
So, so like I said before, it is different every time. Because we were in lockdown, obviously it got way harder to write with people, which I don't normally do. I don't know why I struggle so bad with writing with other people. I think it's just hard to mesh because we have different like ways of thinking or different styles or whatever. But I don't know. It was hard, I think, in a sense of like being motivated. I know a lot of people got really depressed. I was dealing with anxiety on a new level. I actually was on Accutane for a little while for acne, and so it like amplifies your depression and anxiety. So like it was hard the first 6 months, I'd say, to get anything done. I didn't really want to continue with music, and then of course I got a call from my manager again. To continue doing it, and I literally could not write. I get writer's block so bad, which is why I wish I was better at writing with other people. But I couldn't write. Obviously, we're not really experiencing a whole lot while we're in lockdown, so I was like, I don't know what to write about because I can't just make things up. I'm really bad at just pulling a topic out of my brain. Some people have that talent, and I don't have that talent, unfortunately. But so I started searching stuff on YouTube. When I started to rebrand, it was I got really into like Mod Sun and MGK, what they were doing, like alternative music. So I started looking stuff up, and Monsters Under My Bed didn't happen till like the end of the lockdown. Really, I had recently this friend that influenced the song. Um, we hadn't talked in like 3 years. So it was kind of like the new inspiration, a new experience, I guess you could say, since I hadn't really experienced anything in the last year. But no, it's definitely difficult. Especially, I mean, I've been unemployed for a year and a half now. So you would think that that would motivate me to do something, but it's like really disheartening, like not having a purpose in it. So writing and not experiencing stuff is like a whole new level of difficult for me.
it's tough? This whole lockdown is really it's difficult on a lot of people, and
Yeah.
it's real fear. And I'm like even fearful for the future.
Oh yeah.
More lockdowns, but think about it. The banks can't kick no one out of their house.
Mhm.
Landlords can't kick nobody out of their houses. As soon as that lifts, you're going to see an influx of people kicked out.
Yeah.
And homeless in our area is 100%. Like in LA, you go down under any overpass,
Mhm.
you see, you know, I don't know, 100 tents.
Yeah. Oh, it's gotten so much worse here too because I'm in Sac. So Sac
Yeah.
is another like big city for the homeless. It's devastating. I mean, even downtown for a while looked like a complete ghost town, and like it was just a bunch of like homeless people hanging out down there, which is insane to me. I'm constantly. I mean, like I have to get a job soon, so I'm scared because I haven't worked in a year and a half. I'm like I don't even know if I can work. It's scary. I mean, it's like we are coming into a whole new world, like again, all over again.
Yeah. And um well, you're doing a good thing. You know, you're very special, and there is something special about you. You just need to wrangle that talent in. You know, it looks like your manager's doing a pretty good job, but
Oh yeah.
don't doubt yourself. Don't ever second guess yourself. You got that shit. It's inside of you. I hear it when you sing, when you belt it out. It's meant to be. This is meant to be for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So go get it, you know? Um, um, what does the next 6 months look like for you as artist?
Um, so my plan right now, it's hard because I know that shows are gonna start opening up. Hopefully, I did hear from my best friend that they're gonna open venues again. So let's hope.
No,
um,
June 15th is everything. It's wide open.
okay, yeah,
I book shows in Ventura County,
okay,
and it's about 4 hours from you.
yeah,
And we do that. We are already booking 25% capacity shows for past May 7th. And so but the one thing I'm fearful is that new variant that's coming out. So we'll see what happens there.
yeah. So we'll see. It's kind of like a play by play. Like we're just going with it. But I do for sure. The next step is I want to release actually a guitar acoustic version of the song, as well as a really slow, pretty ballad version of the song. Just because not everyone likes the genre I'm doing now, and I've been super strong in my ballad since forever, so I figured it'll give me a little bit more of a variety, even if it is the same song. And in the meantime, I'm gonna be hopefully getting an EP done. We're just kind of trying to figure out a producer and who to work with right now. So basically, well, those acoustics will come out, and then hopefully I'll have an EP done shortly after that. So I mean, I guess that would probably be about a 6 month span. Um, Either that, or I will just drop single after single. I mean, that's what most artists are doing now. But shows, definitely want to start doing shows. So my plan will be to sit down and write a lot, so I have enough content for everyone.
Well, um, this is gonna be great. I Shayna always picks the good ones. That's anytime I see something from Shayna, I know those are the good ones.
Yeah.
And she picked another great one again.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Don't ever give up. Okay, I know some roads are gonna hit, some roads are gonna get bumpy, but don't give up. You got this. Okay,
All right, thank you so
just
much.
keep it in there. All right, we'll see you soon. Thank you
Okay.
so much. I
Yeah,
appreciate
you.
your time. You're a beautiful, lovely artist, and I can't wait to see your name in the big lights.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Here, you too.
Bye bye.